Breaking news, let's go to that. Karnataka government has increased fees for various prayer services in temples, with the Endowments Department raising rates for multiple sevas. The BJP slams Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's government, accusing it of making prayers costlier after failing to provide basic amenities. The party also claims the fee hike is due to the state facing bankruptcy under Congress rule. We have a reaction, let's listen in.
Karnataka Congress government is so bankrupt that they are trying to innovate new things to make money for the government of Karnataka. In turn, they are going to spend for themselves. This is clearly indicates that they are vindictive on Hindus, they are vindictive on Kannadigas, and Congress wants to loot maximum as much as possible. They are looting Kannadigas and making as much money as possible. And where is the money going? The money is not getting back to Kannadigas, but probably invested on Congress party or on Congress high commands. Or they are grabbing as much money as possible just to enjoy for themselves as they do every day in 5-star and 7-star hotels. Pathetic situation.
All right, let me go to my colleague Harish Upadhyay, who is joining us on this story. Harish, now this seems to be very outrageous. Earlier we have seen even in Himachal Pradesh, where Congress party is in power, has asked from the temples to give them money. Now the same thing is happening in Karnataka. They've increased the prayers fee. Tell us more about this story.
Well, several temples have seen their seva fees being increased. Around 14 temples, largely in Dakshina Kannada, have seen their temple seva fees going up, including the popular ones like K. Subramania Temple or the Malingeshwara Temple, which is in Puttur, or even the Anjaneya Swami Temple in Bengaluru, various other temples. And for example, if you look at Kuke Subramania Temple, one of the popular pujas is the Ashlesha Puja and Nagapratishtha rituals. That has been increased from 400 rupees to 500 rupees. What used to cost the devotees 400 rupees earlier will now cost them 500 rupees. Remember, largely these hikes have happened in Category A temples. There are around 205 Category A temples. That's where this increase has happened. Now the government has come out and defended this, saying that the increase in service fees was taken by the respective temple management boards. Remember, most of these temples have administrative board, and the government saying that this particular order was just by these administrative boards. It's not a collective decision that has happened at the government level, but instead it's the administrative board of these respective temples which have taken into account the kind of expenses that the temple is incurring for some of these pujas and sevas, and based on that, this increase in fees has taken place.
But Harish, this will send a very negative message for the government that you're seeking, asking temples to give you money. Of course, when state government sits with the people who are managing temples, they don't have any other option except to say yes. Anything that you're picking up, any temple authority or board which has raised any concern or objection about it?
Well, in fact, some of these temples have been for some time arguing that some of these fees need to go up, because if you look at the overall inflation and the cost of certain items, including flowers and various other material used in puja, or various other commodities used in puja, it's gone up. So they've been demanding that there be a revision. But the government here arguing that the money that gets generated in this temple goes back to the temple. It never comes to the state exchequer or the state coffers, or it can't be used for anything else. It will be used for that respective temple itself. So the increase in price will only help the temple. The government gets no share out of it, and the money does not get used for any other purpose. That's the argument of the state government here, that one, the decision was made by respective temple administrative boards, and second, the money does not come back to the state coffers. So the BJP accusing that this has been done because the state needs more money or it's gone bankrupt does not hold water.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harish, for putting this story into perspective.